Hello everyone. This is the 7th part of the story, Percy Jackson, the God of Magic. Chapter 31. At the end of my second quest, everything ended. Quite well, too well, and things never go this way for me, Hades agreeing to have a friendship with me. Zeus not smiting me, a mission where I didn't end up almost dying, granted this was my second quest so far, but still. And now that I was back on the camp I couldn't help but wonder, was something terribly wrong going to fuck my recently acquired luck streak? Oh wait. No, I suppose Hades and his ridiculously high prices count as the negative highlight of my day, so I should be on the green. I mean his prices were. I don't know how to explain it, but why did he have to be such a greedy emo? He has no market to target, and yet sells properties on his realm like townhouses in Beverly Hills or something. It almost made me reconsider returning his friendship and getting the property for free. I mean I still had the receipt. Champion of Hestia huh? Annabeth commented as she entered my hair salon / cloth store / makeup / everything magic can summon shop. Hi Pennybeth, I chuckled, that was never going to get old. Very funny, but I'm here for my weekly hair retouch, not for your lame jokes, Annabeth chuckled, snapping her finger in a very diva-like way. Is it really wise to mess with the guy that does your hair? I smirked at her, and for a moment she opened her mouth to reply, but giving honor to her original nickname, the wise girl shut her mouth into a thin line. I thought so. I love my job, and the privileges it gives me. So, why didn't you tell me Hestia made you her champion? Pennybeth said, trying to worm her way to a few answers she somehow thought she deserved. She was my friend, but even friends don't tell everything to each other. Two can play that game. Why didn't you tell me you had your period last week? I asked. That's personal. Annabeth barked. And so are my champion deals, I shot back with a smile. Now, you have a new color or... I added, touching her hair to make a point. Sometimes I can't tell if you are too smart, or just random enough to appear smart, Annabeth sighed. I want the same style, but with some blue shades. I like to think I am both very smart and very random, I chuckled. Blue shades, got it. Zeus' point of view. Hestia refused to answer my question, my demands over and over again, but it mattered not. I knew now who had recovered my weapon, I knew now who had stolen it. Bring me Adam Aragon, now! I shouted, ordering my daughter Artemis to do so, and for a brief moment I was able to see a faint but unbecoming tint of doubt on Artemis, as if she was weighing whether or not to obey. I will, father, Ares stated with a bright smile, which was odd, very odd. Ares would never offer himself for a task he would always say was beneath him. Perhaps he wanted to impress me? No, I will go. Artemis snarled at him. In all honesty, it surprised me. Why was she so angry with Ares all of the sudden? It was just a boy, a son of Leto. He was a son of Leto. Artemis was angry at the prospect of Ares killing him. No, I smiled, looking over Ares. Go son, and retrieve him. But father, the hunt is... Artemis started, but I cut her off with a glare. Ares will do, he offered himself to do the job, I stated, leaving no room for discussion. Adam point of view. Another day, another buttload of money I siphoned out of the Demi-Gods' pocket with my very versatile skills. Not bad, not bad. Alright, time to see if Hestia wants to eat some cookies. I could go for a cookie, that voice. Ares. What are you doing here? I asked, looking at the man that wanted to tap my no-no square. I'll put it in terms you understand, Dad. My dad is pissed, very pissed. He thinks you stole his weapon and returned it out of fear, so he wants to kill you, Ares said with a smile, and I started to see any possible routes of escape. Ares, noticing this, smiled. I have a way out of this, easy way out. Oh no. What? I asked, almost sure I was not going to like the answer. I will convince Dad it wasn't you, and in exchange, I will get what I want. I could almost hear in the background, the booty warrior shouting, I like ya, and I want ya, you, me and Aphrodite, once a month, deal? I am ELE.
Ah.
Forget about it, age clearly has no importance to you. I couldn't believe it, my destiny had found a new way to fuck me, this time quite literally. I'll make it even easier for you, this deal will start once you are 16? Is that better? Ares offered, I think 5 years to mentally prepare are good enough for human standards. 5 years, well, 4.5 to plan the most important plan of all, Operation Save My Booty, alright, I accept.
Nah.
Swear it to the river of the Styx, Ares smirked, and I sighed. I swear it of the river of the Styx, that I will do what you said about having a trio with you and Aphrodite, once I grow up. As soon as I said that, the loud thundering noise of a thunder was heard in the distance. All right, now. Let's save that ass, I need it alive so that I can toss it, Ares barked in a laugh, and that day I knew he was going to be the first god to die by my hands.
Yeah.
Let's go, I nodded. Now, let me do the talking. Dad is easy to manage if you know what to do and say in the right moments, so please shut the fuck up, Ares ordered, and I nodded, not like I had much of a choice. If I ran for it, I would literally put a target on my head, and every god would hunt me down. This way, the booty selling way, was the best way. Chapter: Snowflakes. In a dark room, Adam was sitting in front of the hearth of his cabin, drinking hot chocolate. The day was cozy and deserved to be enjoyed. Oh hi, Adam smiled, turning to nowhere in particular. Hi readers, it's your prankster and for now fourth wall breaker, Adam. He chuckled. I read the comment section of the last chapter, and I thought, it's up to me to answer some questions. Adam gently put his cup of hot chocolate on the floor. I saw many people crying about my booty. Are you guys attracted to me? I mean, why would you cry for my booty? Don't tell me, you guys are otherworldly versions of Ares? Adam shuddered. Alright. Enough messing around, he laughed. I know many are angry at the deal I made with Ares, believe me, my booty is angry too, Adam sighed. But it was either that or total damnation. Besides, I have a secret to confess. I plan on saving my booty, Adam chuckled. I will not let Ares clap them cheeks, but for now him believing that saves me from dealing with a being I can't hope to match, Zeus. Adam smiled and grabbed his cup of chocolate. Operation Save the Booty will be filled with unnecessary but hilarious steps, which may or may not be necessary for the mission to be completed. Oh well, just wanted to clarify that, my dear snowflakes. Adam grinned. Oh, and besides, it would not be the first time someone breaks an oath to the Styx, but I suppose in my case, I am operating under the Gray's lines. You'll see.
See ya.
Next time you guys get offended, I have to go back to troll Annabeth.
See ya.
Chapter 32. I was terrified. Meeting with Zeus was not something I wanted to do, not in the near future. I wanted to live a bit before that. And here I was, on the Olympus, watching Ares and Zeus talking to each other, all while Artemis looked at me worriedly. My son says you are innocent, Zeus said, almost as if not believing his son didn't want someone to die. If only he knew his son was as much of a horny dog as him. Is it true you only recovered my weapon? He inquired. Yes, I nodded. Very well, then I owe you a reward, for doing Olympus a favor, just like that? No other questions? I mean, I don't complain, but holy crap, one question and done? How can he be paranoid and so stupid at the same time? Let it go, Adam, you have shit to do. I couldn't possibly ask for anything. I really hope he sucks at telling if people are lying, because I was lying through my teeth right now, putting a humble uninterested shoe when I would most absolutely take any rewards. I like stuff, and free stuff holds a special place in my heart. I know, I will give you a nice weapon, it's a fitting gift for what you did, Zeus smiled. Now, feel free to explore Olympus for today. After all, you didn't get to come during the last field trip, so, take this chance to see the place, consider that another reward. And with that, Zeus was gone. I told ya, now, let's go and see Aphrodite. I want to let her know, we will have you soon with us, Ares smirked. Nope, I shook my head, I want to go back, Olympus is too blindingly white, everything shines here. I am pretty sure I will need glasses after coming here, I couldn't even see your father completely, so I want out. And he will go out, Artemis stated, stopping Ares from arguing the subject any further. Fine, Ares sighed, as he started to walk away, leaving me with my sister. How did you find out where the weapons were? Why didn't you tell me? And why is Ares so friendly with you? Artemis bombed me with a bunch of questions. She was worried. A dream, I lied, I didn't want to annoy you, and well, let's say Ares wants to toss my ass like a salad. That sounds rather unhygienic, and oh.
Ew.
Wow, I knew she's a virgin, one of the 3 maidens of Olympus, but still that sexual innuendo took way too long to hit her, I see. And well, he helped me. In exchange for my precious booty, little did he know he was not going to tap my no-no square that easily, no. I would make his path to it a life-threatening experience. I will keep an eye on him, Artemis sighed, noticing my discomfort. Now let me take you back to the camp, and please, don't get the attention of anyone else for a while. Sorry sister, but I am fabulous. In the no-homo way. With a flash, I was back to the camp, inside my cabin to be precise, so retaking things where I left them. I walked to my bed with a smile on my face, and I couldn't help but sigh in relief, fully realizing I had survived Zeus and his paranoid ass, a feat not many had done. I'm sorry, Hestia said, coming inside my house through the fireplace, tackling me into a hug. I never expected him to summon you. It's all right, I sighed. Ares' point of view. Adam intrigued me, he was both strong and appealing, not only to me but to my Aphrodite. Maybe he was the third we were so desperately looking for, a third to fuck for weeks at a time. With him, I would have access to more fun. Aphrodite seemed eager to have more toys to play with, and so was I. So 5 years? Aphrodite asked, with a smile, and I nodded. You should have seen his face, it was precious, I barked with laughter. Of that, I have no doubt, Aphrodite giggled. Luke point of view. Adam has been a problem since he arrived, but now? Things had gotten out of control, he had retrieved the symbols of power, in a day. And Kronos was not happy, not at all, that kid was an unknown before, but now he is a threat to our plans, Kronos stated, angry. What do you want me to do? I asked, knowing what he would ask. Kill him, and make sure he suffers. He can't be allowed to exist, Kronos growled. I didn't like the guy, but I didn't hate him that much. What if I convince him to join us? I asked. You think that's possible? Kronos asked after a long second of silence, and possibly contemplation about that prospect. While he doesn't hate the gods like most of the camp does, he hates people equally, be it gods or mortals, from taking his freedom. We could easily offer him more freedom in exchange of taking the Olympians down with us, I explained. Very well, try to convince him, if not kill, Kronos said, his voice vanishing into the abyss. I hope for your own good, Adam, that you see my way is for the best, for us. Adam Aragon point of view. Next day. Another day, another dollar, or rather a few thousand, a lot of thousands. Hey, Percy, what are you doing here? I asked as I saw Percy enter my magic shop of services. I have a quest, and, well, it's to retrieve my mom, and I want you to come with me and Annabeth, Percy said with a smile. A chance to annoy Annabeth even more, sure, besides, this would be a great opportunity to flex my friendship with Hades. Thanks, I will never forget this. Percy smiled, beaming with happiness. No problem, now, let me take a nap, and I'll be good to go in no time, I chuckled. I wanted to recover the mana I had lost during my normal day-to-day life with my new beauty business. Better full than lacking half of it in the middle of an important battle. Chapter 33. When I was invited by Percy to help him, I expected things to go smoothly. I had derailed the plot like a supreme Chad. But I failed to account for one little, almost non-important and easily forgettable detail. Percy has even worse luck than me. The quest was simple: go to the underworld and retrieve Percy's mom. Alas, simple was not a word or state of life we demigods could enjoy. But Adam, what do you mean? Well, here I was running from a Cyclops who was basically immune to damage. Why was the Cyclops attacking us? Well, Percy smells like the best fucking thing, that's why. Don't you have anything to kill him? Percy asked. Of course, Percy, I enjoy running for my life, what do you think? There were idiots and then there was Percy. Come on, if I could kill the bastard, I would. You don't have to be an ass, Percy replied. An ass? I am running with you guys. This little shit thought I was being an ass? Well, let me show him what an ass is, Editavel. I levitated myself over the monster, now I'm being an ass. See the difference? Levitate us. Annabeth demanded. I know he's an idiot, but I refuse to die because of it. Not like I was going to let them die. I wasn't, I swear it. Editavel Iker DNA Tabana. I rolled my eyes at her as I levitated them out of the Cyclops' reach, and here I thought I had bad luck. So far we have fought 3 Minotaurs, 1 Cyclops, and a big-ass snake. Is not that bad, Percy muttered. We left the camp 30 minutes ago. 30. Both me and Annabeth shouted. Sorry? Percy chuckled. Alright, so, I doubt we will make it to the underworld alive, so any ideas? I asked Annabeth, only Annabeth. Percy was a nice guy, but...
Yeah.
Well, first we have to find an entrance to the underworld, Annabeth sighed. Come down. The Cyclops whined, jumping over and over again trying to reach us. I know one, I answered, turning my eyes to the Cyclops. You are on a diet now, look at how fat you are. Too many demigods, I tell you, you need more veggies, less godly children. Is it wise to tease him? Percy asked with a frown. I enjoy it, I shrugged, besides your fish smells attract them regardless of my teasing, so, good luck in the future. Shut up, Percy, Annabeth ordered. Now about that entrance to the underworld, where is it? She asked me. In the train station, close to the Starbucks that is nearby the station, I answered, getting a few odd looks from Percy and Annabeth. What? Hades likes his Starbucks, and so does Persephone, so he created a door close to his favorite store. That was literally the expiation Hades gave me. You know Lord Hades? Annabeth muttered in disbelief. Bitch, I am going places. Yes, we know each other, nothing bad I assure you. Did you know he took my mom? Percy asked, angry. Yes, and so did you, I nodded, unsure why he was angry. If you are asking if I knew and didn't do anything to rescue her, then yes. I have no power over that, what did you expect? Percy muttered. No time for that. Annabeth sighed, can you teleport us to the specific Starbucks? Yes, and no, I sighed, I have wasted a lot of mana avoiding the hurricane. Percy. I pointed to Percy, who frowned at that. Don't get mad, man, it's the truth, I chuckled. So you don't have enough mana? Annabeth sighed and I shook my head. I do, but if I learned something during my first quest was to never waste any mana. And if I teleport us I will be dry for a bit. Besides, for some reason Percy is what I like to call a magical leech. Levitating him is costing me twice as much mana as is taking me to levitate the both of us. Of course Percy had to had another stupid thing, Annabeth muttered. Sorry, Percy muttered. It's all right, I shrugged. I think it's because of your dad. As the son of one of the big three you probably have a bigger pool of mana, which in turn would make you heavier mana-wise. Or it would give you a considerably better magic resistance than most. Or if my theory is correct, your body is simply rejecting my hold, and as a result it consumes a lot more. That's just a theory though. Can you fly us there? Annabeth asked and I chuckled. And what? Say hi to New York from the skies? I chuckled. You do realize I don't have any invisibility spells. Then. I have an idea, Annabeth grinned, and I didn't like it. Annabeth's plan was, well, it made me question if she was as smart as she thought she was. I mean, her idea was so basic. Stealing a car and driving that shit like GTA. The plan had other details like me changing our looks to not get profiled as criminals and stuffs. In this plan Annabeth would drive, I would keep the Cyclops at bay with my magic and Percy, while he would exist in the car. Man, I don't know, so far his utility to the team has been attracting monsters like crazy and stuff. I am having an inner struggle to decide if you are smart or simply an idiot with knowledge, I sighed, shooting fireballs at the monster. Another monster in front of us. Percy shouted. I will kill you before we rescue your mom. You have no idea how close to that point I am, I sighed. Oh well, the more the merrier. Come at me fuckers, I am a demigod low in fat, dairy-free, gluten-free, keto-friendly, low in sodium and paleo-friendly. I chuckled as I took a deep breath to shout a mighty battle cry. I am organic. Chapter 34. After a long hour of monsters chasing us, followed by a police chase that might or might not been directed towards us considering the mist. That ended on a crash where Annabeth almost blew up the car. We were finally in the underworld. Well, I have certainly grown to hate you now, Percy, I chuckled, patting the fish demigod on the back. Now let's get your mom out of here, before your awful luck fucks with us even more. Just as I finished that sentence, a mighty and frightening growl was heard behind us. Sorry. Percy chuckled. No you don't, bitch. I narrowed my eyes at Percy into a thin line. Alright, Scooby. I turned to see the massive dog running at us, his teeth promising a lot of pain. I have permission to be here. Check with your daddy, so be good doggo and fuck off, or eat Percy, I don't care. Dude. Percy growled. I'm cool either way, Annabeth chuckled, getting an exasperated look from Percy that only made her laugh harder. Cerberus looked at me and my group, and after a long moment of considering my words, he licked me, showing his approval.
Ew.
I shuddered as the disgusting feeling of my body being fully covered in saliva sinked in. Cute on small dogs, disgusting on big. I think he likes you, Annabeth giggled. Cerberus, I smiled at the three-headed dog who tilted his head at the calling of his name. Lick those too. I grinned and much to the dismay of my companions, Cerberus obeyed. Did you have to order him that? Annabeth muttered, in a rather sour tone. One win, that's all I ask. Let me prank you once without repercussions. That's what we have training for. I rolled my eyes at her. You turned me into a killer clown. People still call me Pennybeth. Annabeth shouted, and that was the result of you getting angry in one training session. No, that was the result of you hitting me in the nuts, I corrected. Normal ass whoppings? I don't do nothing, but my boys have insurance, and is me. Yep, Percy nodded. Well, if we continue like this we should be arriving at the castle in about 6 to 8 hours, I stated, changing the subject. Quite a long way on foot, Annabeth sighed. I chuckled, realizing I had nothing to do here, and by we I mean you two. You two will have to walk for hours, not me. I winked at them. I will be having some tea with Persephone and Hades while you two get to the castle. You are going to leave us? Percy muttered in disbelief. How could you? Annabeth growled. Oh, no, Percy, I'm just going to open you some field with them, I lied. Oh, I see, Percy smiled, soften them up for me. Oh God, he's an idiot, Annabeth groaned. Yes, and after that show of blind faith Percy had in my word, I teleported away, promising to bring the subject of Percy's mom to Hades later. He kinda made me feel bad. Having tea with Hades was delightful. Both him and his wife Persephone were very good treating guests. Persephone in fact seemed happy to have visitors. I hope you like the cookies, Persephone smiled, putting her freshly baked cookies on the table. They aren't by any means on Hestia's level, but I like to think they are good. Delicious, I smiled, taking a bite. So, the kid is here for his mother? Hades inquired and I nodded. Do you want to help him? Kinda. I answered somewhat unsure. I don't want to leave his poor mother here. I meet the woman and she's like a human version of Hestia. I see, Hades nodded. But I also want Percy to work for it, I chuckled. I mean, I have been carrying the team all day long, so. A wise choice, Hades chuckled. Now, while he makes his way here, how about we play some Smash? Sure, but when Percy and Annabeth get here, tell them I was going through some trials or something like that, I chuckled. Don't worry, we got you, Persephone smiled, pushing me into the Underworld arcade, where we played for hours, and where I found out Persephone was a mean Wario main, beating Hades in almost every round. 5 hours later, Annabeth point of view. 5 hours ago, Adam left us. God, how much I hated that man. Sometimes, not nearly as much as the hate I had for Percy. He actually believed Adam was talking to the gods on his favor, as if. Adam is a good guy, but if he doesn't feel you are going to die, he lets you suffer for his twisted entertainment. I see the last 2 demigods have finally arrived. The power I felt coming from that voice was enough to push my head down in reverence. Hades, the most terrifying god, was standing in front of us. Your friend was here a few hours ago, and he did so challenges? Yes, challenges, to gain this audience you two are having. I wasn't sure what to think of this. It almost sounded like Lord Hades was unsure about what he was saying. Where is he right now? Percy asked, showing clear distress over our friend. He is on a challenge, right now, Hades answered, once again sounding unsure. Yes, Percy. I'm on a challenge. Adam shouted, and for some reason he sounded off. I took a deep breath and decided to understand the situation better because something was off. Looking at Lord Hades, I noticed he was wearing sandals, spa sandals. That alone was suspicious. Beside that, the smell in the room was not like the rest of the castle that smelled like lemons. No, the room smelled like coconut oil and scented candles commonly found in spas. Was Lord Hades having a spa day before we arrived? If so, where was Adam? Adam point of view, 1 hour earlier. After getting my ass obliterated in Smash, like for real, I have never seen anyone as good as Persephone in the game. Anyway, after I lost to Persephone an innumerable amount of times, the queen of the underworld decided we all needed a good time of relaxation. I was perplexed with the fact that they had a spa in the underworld, and seeing I was in good need of some pampering I accepted. The spa was probably the best thing in the world. Hades would use his power to summon the best people to treat us, leading to a super premium experience. The challenge here is not falling asleep, I mumbled in my deep trance of relaxation. That is correct, Hades nodded. It's good to have visits, Persephone smiled, not often we can do this. It's nice, I mumbled, falling asleep. Failing the challenge completely. Chapter 35. After my spa day with Hades and Persephone, my difficult challenge to help Percy, I rejoined my teammates, with Percy being elated to see me and Annabeth, glaring at me. I'm sorry, the challenge was challenging, especially the deep tissue massage. Why do you smell like coconut oil? Annabeth inquired, narrowing her eyes at me. Part of the challenge was conveniently solved with coconut oil, I replied with a smile. And I suppose the same answer applies as to why you have 2 slices of cucumber on your eyes, and sandals that say Hades Hellish Spa Resort, Annabeth shot back. Wow, you really are smart, I chuckled. He went to a spa? Percy asked. He went to a spa, Annabeth confirmed. I did not do such a thing, I gasped. You have the spa pamphlet in your hand. Percy pointed out. Percy, are you gonna sit here and ask me about what I did or didn't do, or are you gonna get your mom? Seriously, what's their problem? Hades hasn't. Percy started but was silenced when his mom was magically teleported to the room we were in, as Hades walked towards us, wearing the same attire I had, the spa attire. Percy, your friend here completed all my challenges, and for that, here you go, Hades said as we rehearsed, pointing to Sally. And just like that, Percy turned from mad to grateful. Percy breathed out, running to his mom, all while I gave Hades the thumbs up. Oh come on. Annabeth on the other hand, was less than happy with the situation for some reason. Are we just gonna forget he left us for hours for a spa day? Her questions were left unanswered by Percy, who was rejoiced to have his mother back. Annabeth, you should know by now I always win, I winked at her, which only enraged her even more. One day, Annabeth muttered. The day I let you, I snorted. Thank you for saving me, Sally hugged me, this is the 2nd time. Huh? Percy and Annabeth looked at me. Oh.
Yeah.
I met your mom a few months ago, I chuckled, I helped her with Gabe back then. So that's why he was behaving like a robot. Percy muttered, while Annabeth just kept staring at me. Yep, I nodded, now. I would recommend getting a divorce, or would you rather be a widow? I asked Sally, wondering what spell I would have to use this time.
Oh.
Maybe we could commit insurance fraud and make her rich, that would be nice. I don't know, what do you recommend? Sally asked, much to Percy's surprise. Put the fat bastard on an insurance policy, and wait for a bit, then I will force him to off himself, and voila. Oh wait, I don't think it counts if it's a suicide. Oh well, heart attack it is, I shrugged. You are planning to kill a human? Annabeth asked, eyes wide open in shock. What kind of person are you? A demigod that kills monsters, I sighed, a man that takes pleasure in beating his wife, and her child, even though she tried to be the best wife, deserves no mercy. Besides, I am the champion of Hestia. House affairs are under my jurisdiction. I chuckled, I know Sally used him for his disgusting smell, but I also know she tried her best to live to the lie she had created for her son. Besides, if I don't kill him, Percy will. I pointed to the young demigod who was fuming in anger. I didn't know you suffered so much. Percy was struggling to speak, anger clouding his most basic functions. I will kill him. Don't be stupid, Percy, be angry and smart, I chuckled, right, he is under my control, and with a few tweaks here and there, your mom will be rich, and he will be gone, win-win, I winked. It just feels wrong. Annabeth breathed out. I asked Hades, and he confirmed he wasn't going to. Greek heaven, I sighed, maybe if she knew Gabe wasn't going to Elysium, she would feel better. So, he is not different to the monsters we kill, Annabeth chuckled with no humor behind. Oh, there is a difference between them, I smiled, the monsters most of the time don't have a choice. Gabe, he did have a choice. No matter how much he hit me, everything was worth it to keep my little piece of the sea with me as long as possible, Sally added with a smile, kissing Percy on the forehead. Now, to the Atom Mobile. I cackled. To the what? Everyone said, and I smiled. Oh, the wonders of having money and magic to modify a car to look like yourself. I love my life. I stated to sing as I ran towards my car, Adam. Hades' point of view. Adam was a mystery I enjoyed having close. He was both random and very to the point, a weird mix if you ask me. His sense of humor was a good change of pace, to the everlasting sorrow my realm normally was. Persephone loved him, the moment she saw him, the became BFFs, a human term for best friends, and seeing my sweet Sprint Rose smile made his presence all the more worth it. Is that a car, with his face on it? Persephone asked, suppressing with all her might the need to laugh. It is, I was not going to lie, I was also having a hard time keeping my composure. It seems he also has a theme song now. Persephone snorted at the sight of Adam jumping into his car. Can we keep him?
Please.
He is planning to buy a place down here, so, I suppose we will, I chuckled. He also has an Adam signal. How did he do that? Persephone added as she entered a fit of laugh. Magic. And right here was the point I lost it, and the king of the underworld fell to his knees laughing. This marks the end of part 7 of the story, Percy Jackson, the God of Magic. Thank you for listening. Please like the video and hit the subscribe button to listen more. Hit the bell icon to get notified of all the new content uploaded to the channel ASAP.